Greetings everyone and welcome. So I just received this new ship called the Hebridean Thought Crime. Its description reads, "What were you thinking?" And this is the new Iron Banner ship that can drop as a random reward at the end of a match. As you can see, this ship has the Iron Banner green to it, and of course this is one of the new ship models that Bungie included with the Taken King. It's definitely an awesome ship. It's a nice change from some of the old ship models. I only wish that this ship had some of the Iron Banner decals on it, like a wolf along the side or something, but it still looks really cool nonetheless. At the time this ship dropped for me, I was at rank 3, and in case you didn't know, Iron Banner loot can only drop after rank 2, and I believe the only items that can drop are the ones that Lord Saladin is selling at the time, although a lot of people have been complaining that Iron Banner loot drops have been really low. Personally, I must have been really lucky because I've had 3 items drop for me so far, so it seems RNG is on my side for once. But let me know what kind of loot drops you guys have been getting down in the comments. Have you been getting any decent loot drops, or do the drop rates seem too low to you? From random drops, I've also managed to bag myself the Iron Wreath D, the Iron Banner sidearm, so I don't have to spend 90 marks buying it from Saladin, and I can spend them on other items. I've yet to actually test this weapon out. So far I've only leveled it up with Motes of Light, but I may do a review of this weapon once I've played around with it. I may also do a review of the Iron Banner Pulse Rifle at some point. I still have yet to check this thing out as well, as I only just got to rank 5 on my Hunter and bought it from Saladin, but I've been hearing some really good things about this weapon, so I'm really looking forward to trying this out. Normally I play as a Titan first in the Iron Banner, but this time around I've actually been focused on my Hunter first, because I really want to get that Wolfswood Cloak, and I will say this is probably one of the coolest items from the Iron Banner this time round. As you can see, the hood on this cape is a wolf's head and pelt. It's definitely a really unique item, although unfortunately it doesn't change with shader. I also managed to bag myself the Hunter Boots as a random reward. Now, in case anyone is new to Destiny and this is your first Iron Banner, here's a little tip. You receive a 10% increase in Iron Banner reputation when you equip the class item, emblem and shader. So with all 3 equipped, you gain a 30% increase in rep. And if anyone has been playing since year 1 and still has the year 1 Iron Banner class item, emblem and shader, you can still get that 30% boost right off the bat, so you can rank up faster instead of waiting to unlock the new items. This boost applies to both end of match win reputation and Iron Banner bounties, so make sure you have these items equipped when you turn in your bounties. Also, in case you didn't know, the tempered buff still applies, you just no longer have to pick it up from Saladin. Now you have the buff automatically. For those who aren't familiar with this buff, essentially as the Iron Banner goes on throughout the week, reputation is boosted incrementally each day so that you get more and more reputation from winning matches and turning in bounties, so it's actually easier to rank up towards the end of the week. I believe on the last few days of the Iron Banner, you receive about double the reputation or slightly more. So far my experience in this Iron Banner has been somewhat better due to the fact that Thorn isn't as powerful as it once was, and now everyone is using a slightly wider variety of weapons, although now I'm seeing a lot of people using Red Death and the Conspiracy Theory D shotgun. Those seem to be the 2 most prominent guns this time around, which is kind of annoying, but it's a lot more bearable, and I'd rather take that over Thorn and Felwinter's Lie. Titans also seem to be the dominant class this time around, as I'm sure most of you are aware. And yes, I myself am a filthy Sunbreaker. No shame. I will admit that it does seem Sunbreakers do have too much armour, and most of the time the best idea is just to run away when you hear that clang as a Titan activates their Hammer of Soul. But if you're a really good shot and you have the opportunity, 1 shot to the head and 1 shot to the body with a 1000-yard stare will drop a Sunbreaker. If you want to know what I've been using for my loadout, I've mostly been running with Hawkmoon as my primary. I seem to do well most games with this, as it's usually a 3-shot kill, and of course looking the chamber and holding aces does really make this a powerful weapon, and allows for some 2-shot kills. Hawkmoon's pretty much my go-to weapon for this Iron Banner, but sometimes I will switch out to either the Smite of Moraine, the Raid Pulse Rifle, or the Soros DIS-43 Scout Rifle, which I have a review of if you're interested in learning about this weapon. There'll be a link either on screen right now or in the description box below. This is definitely my favourite PvP Scout Rifle. For my special weapon, I've been rocking the 1000-yard stare. This is a really good sniper since it has high impact. It's also good for taking out supers and taking out players with most of their health still remaining with 1 shot to the body. And for my heavy weapon, I've been using this new Soros GLB-47 rocket launcher that you get from the Gunsmith's Foundry orders. It has almost maxed out blast radius and velocity, and it also has grenades and horseshoes, which is a really powerful perk to have on rocket launchers. Although sometimes I will switch out to the Raid rocket launcher, Elalim's Frenzy, because this one has tripod, which means that this can hold 3 rockets in a single tube, so that in PvP, heavy ammo crits give me 1 more rocket than the Soros GLB-47. Anyway, that's been my Iron Banner experience and what I've been using this time round. The reason I waited until this weekend to make this video was to see what everyone else was using and to test out which weapons worked well in this Iron Banner. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which weapons are your weapons of choice. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.